Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video we're going to show you how to change out the door switch. It's going to be a very easy repair and should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new switch. The main reason you'd be changing out the door switch is if it's shorted out on the inside and isn't telling the stove when the door is closed. In order to change this part out, we have to remove the back access panel of the stove. So we need to remove all these screws. Once you have the screws out, we can go ahead and lift the panel off. To change out the light switch, we have to lift up the cooktop and remove the panel that's underneath. To do that, just lift up on the corners and make sure your cooktop locks open. The light switch actuator is right here, but it has a long rod that runs all the way to the back, so we have to take out this inside panel to get to it. This part of it's a little tricky, but you got to lift the inner panel up enough to get it over this pipe, and so it's out of the way so you can get underneath it, but you're not going to take it all the way out. So you got to move these little legs and hold the top up and then lift it up. Make sure you put the panel behind the leg so it pushes against the leg and locks it in place. Now we have access and we can change the part. This long bar goes all the way back to the light switch, so we can't slide it forward to pull the switch out, so we need to bend the bar and pull this out so when we release the switch we can slide it forward and move it. In order to take the light switch out, we have to pull the wiring harness connector off and then take a small flathead screwdriver and press on each one of these little tabs that lock it into place, and press on the back of the light switch to push it forward. So do one first and get it started, then come up and do the other one. Now that you have the switch released from the back, we can grab the rod and pull it out. Make sure you don't drop it, the switch or the rod, otherwise you'll have to dig it out from in between the walls of the oven. The rod is actually held onto the switch with a hole in it, so you need to take it off and put the new switch on. Here's the old light switch next to the new light switch. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. To put the new switch in, you have to feed the little hook through the hole in it, and then feed it back to the hole, and you're going to have to reach back and lock it into place with your hand. Once you have it locked into place, you can take this rod and bend it a little bit and stick it back into the hole. Now that we have the new switch in and locked into place, we can hook the wiring harness back up and put the cover back on. The top goes into this tab right here, and the bottom has to go underneath this other panel at the base. Once you have it lined up, you can put the screws back in. Now that you're finished repairing your electric range, you can plug it back in and test it out. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.